Alright, so this deck is a mixture of typical Grixis Shadow as well as Kiln Fiend, and it's packing a whole bunch of Temur Battle Rages. We've got some extra cantrips to kind of power through Kiln Fiend and Manamorphose, and then we've got some Delve threats as well. Let's dive into some matches and see how it goes. The Sleight of Hand not being Thought Scours is questionable. Yeah, I can see that. Not having Thought Scour makes the Gurmag Anglers worse. We also only have 3 Delve threats, though. So, like, finding your Kiln Fiends and your right cards more consistently is a reasonable argument, I think. Sure. Just like never not discard spell on one. The Omni Z, thank you for the 16 months. Welcome back. Hey, I appreciate the tier 3 resub. Thanks for keeping me employed here. Those are some rude cards. Probably just never beat this Liliana the Veil, right? Standard can only get better with the next set. I don't know, maybe. What goes into making a format good is a really complicated process. There's a lot that goes into it. I guess maybe I could have left in the Liliana and just like planned to stub it. I think I have to take the land here so I can hammer my health total down. Your second round of Shocks and Standard, what do you think the most powerful guilds are going to be? I just can't know the answer to that question. Like, there's a lot that goes into it. So we're going to take away my Stubborn Denial. And now, also, this gives them information, too, because this lets them know they should use their Nihil Spellbomb proactively to keep me off the Gurmag Angler. I agree. I'm really hoping that this current good standard format that we have right now is a result of play design doing God's work and not them just being lucky. Now, if I take time to go to a Magic tournament, it's not going to be to play a gimmick. Like, the amount of money it costs me to go to a Magic tournament, I'm just going to actually play real decks at them. If I go. I think I'm pretty confident I'm taking off next year from playing paper unless something big changes. Well, playing the Goyf there means that they're going to have to crack this Nihil Spellbomb if they want to prevent my Gurmag Angler without drawing a card. So that's nice for us. Really? Okay. Deal. Seems loose. Say a Fatal Push, 4 mana Vraska, and then 1 card I don't know. My camera's out of focus. My camera autofocuses, so as I bounce around, it'll refocus itself. They're down to 10, which makes this Temur Battle Rage lethal. You know, potentially. Tilt. You assume we'll see TBR go away here. So I can't... Yeah, goalie. That's fine. It's perfectly acceptable. Wait, what? Bits are fine. Whichever's easier for you is always the answer. So, whatever makes your life more convenient. Sure. That's great. That it's not really an MMR system. It's like a loosely based MMR system. So the Street Wraith sucks, but like, they're gonna Nile Spellbomb me next turn. So they're blocking and going to 1. And like, oh, if they have an Abrupt Decay, if they just kill their Nile Spellbomb without sacrificing it, they can kill me. Oh, wait. Do they have just 6 types in their yard? They're gonna have 6 types just in their yard, right? Yeah, I think we're dead. They crack Spellbomb, we die. Yeah, they have instant, sorcery, creature, land, planeswalkers. If they crack their Spellbomb, we died. Are there bolts in my deck? There are bolts in my deck. So, Claim Fame seems good here. I'm gonna trim my discard spell. Seems fine. Tarmogoyf was a big boy. Found lethal. We did in fact cycle into a lethal spell. You can't fire me. I quit. Bumping Kiki, and I'd like to own every Wednesday morning through the end of the year. I think I already had 12-5. You definitely did, goalie. Thank you for the support. That was a $250 cheer, because goalie's the best. Is goalie the dude, Justin? Alright, so we'll do Temur Kiki, followed by Cobra Thar for the next 2. Then we'll move on to Standard after that. Arena will eventually have a new non-rotating format once cards rotate out of Standard. We'll expect them to announce that by the end of next year. Been forgotten. You're the best too, Anner. Can't you all be the best? My crowns are all wonderful. Your picture literally scrolls below me, Anner. I think this is a keep. Yeah, it's gotta be a keep, right? I've got Street Wraith too. 3 months, Slaga. Thank you for the Prime sub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Yeah, seems good. I'm definitely gonna bottom that, I think. I want the Manamorphose, actually, because next turn I can draw Manamorphose, and I can fetch shock Manamorphose into black, and then Thoughtseize Death Shadow. I'm actually planning to, so as always, my schedule's on my website. I think I'm pretty confident I'm taking all or most of Friday off, but I'm actually planning to do a Thursday stream tomorrow. So because I'm not streaming super late tonight. I'm gonna be done about 10 o'clock or so this evening, I think. I'll be able to stream tomorrow morning. Well, that is a hand. Yeah, I guess it's Tarmogoyf. The problem is, like, this Liliana is, like, kind of unbeatable. He's dead, Jim. Yeah, I'm just gonna move on. These type of matchups are always really bad for this archetype. This deck aims to beat up on decks that are like the less interactive decks of the format, and the ones that are just like full of removal. Like, they have more removal than we do threats. We're just not gonna win. I don't think so, Brad. I think that's pretty unrealistic. Like, I only have 11 threats, and their hand was Fatal Push, Trophy, Pulse, Liliana, and Liliana probably counts for 2. So they had as many removal spells in their hand equal to over half the threats in my deck. I think traditional Death Shadow would have had a chance there because they have like Snapcaster Mages and Kolaghan's commands to grind a little bit. But yeah, I think without them making like a really terrible mistake, that we're pretty out of that game. That's when Street Wraith becomes a threat, I guess. I think the way this deck is built is giving up points in matches like that one we were just playing at the cost of being better against other decks that it's trying to race. So like, our clock is faster more consistently, but our clock is also more vulnerable. No, I don't think that's true, Brad. I think if they're bad, that's what they're gonna do, but I think any reasonable player is gonna tick up at most once. That's a 7 someone kept, I guess. I guess those are 7 cards that you can keep. Yeah. I think even traditional Grixis Shadow would have a hard time playing through the hand that our opponent had there. But I think with less grind than that, it's going to be tough. No, I can do that, goalie. I can lock that in. Oh, they just knew the red source was on top of their deck. Easy peasy. Take Bolt here because it's their efficient removal spell. And then this land lets me play Kiln Fiend plus hold up Stubby D next turn. Yeah, 4-color Shadow has tools to grind. Like, Culligan's commands and Sapcaster Mages go a really long way. This deck does not have those tools. Oh, 4-color Shadow. Yeah, 4-color Shadow has Goifs too. Stub is adorable with Feed. It looks like it doesn't work, but surprise! It does! So they have Island, Abrade, Jace, Kiki, and then one card I don't know. I'm going to fetch Shock Steam Vents here and Stubborn Denial this Abrade. Next turn, we'll play second Kiln Fiend. Man, that was a good draw. Rude. Good draw for the opponent, too. Do I hold the Serum Visions for next turn? I think so. I guess the Serum Visions could set me up better for next turn. Yeah, Stubborn Denial checks on Resolution. I think I'm just supposed to pass. I can make these 4s, and then Temur Battle Rage makes them 7s, and then I just Battle Rage whichever one they block and kill them, ideally. See if they hit the 4th land for Jace on time. They did. See if Jace just unsummons here, he might. Please brainstorm. What? Deal? Unknown, so they're just dead, right? They're just dead. Unknown Stuber, thank you for the 9 months. I appreciate the 3/4 of a year. Welcome back. Right, these go to 4, they block 1, I Temur Battle Rage that one, they die. God bless. Are you ready? 'Cause we're ready. Blast it. Battle Rage. Battle Rage. I'm just glad we managed to win against Jace the Mind Sculptor. That card is incredibly oppressive. Thank the Lord, we were able to win against the Jace the Mind Sculptor. I think it's just 2 Dismembers out, 2 Stubborn Denials in. Sounds good. I don't think this is a matchup for Collective Brutality. I think Brutality is a little bit too efficient to be playing against the control decks. Yeah, maybe Claim Fame's okay. I don't know, they don't have a lot of removal to, like, kill my larger threats, right? And Claim Fame can bring my Kiln Fiends back, though, so maybe that's worthwhile. Claim Fame returns things to play that have died. Could see that. Seeing's great. It's got 3 mystery cards in it and 3 cards that are kind of okay. No, goalie, they banned Treasure Cruise. Come on now. I can't be a boat. That card's not legal. So I think it's just like Fetch Shock, Shadow here. Just like get Blood Crypt, go Dork. My wife has offered to bring me lunch today, chat, from anywhere in town. What do I want for lunch? It's a very important decision. Since I'm doing a long stream today, Dead is it Static Caster? You're not wrong. We had Taco Bell last night. Does Taco Bell last night rule out Taco Bell right now? It might. Burgle, we actually have an incredible range of fast food here in Central Illinois. Most restaurants per capita anywhere in the United States. Come on now. Get to watch Jeff because of my day off. Got to spend it watching the smartest, thinnest meme shirts. Go on, Cookie Lord. Thanks for the support. Hope you're having a good one. This is your capita. We have like 6 digits worth of people that live here, Burgle. Thank you very much. Yeah, Quincy actually isn't far off from me, goalie. I'm in the middle of Illinois, the Bloomington Normal area. If she's from Quincy, she probably knows where that is, where I am. Spell Snare, rude. Don't remand me. Don't remand me, bro. What a beating. We've not moved yet. We We actually put in an offer on a house, accepted a counter offer from the seller, and then the seller decided to dick us around, so we rescinded our offer. Told him to pound sand, just like walk off, go away. Probably should have done this pre-combat. It's fine. Christy and I like aren't in a rush to like relocate, so yeah, we're staying in the same area. We're just like looking to upgrade from our starter home to something that's a little bit more recent. Like our house is like pushing 40 years old. Do I just like start cycling these Manamorphose? If I cycle the Morphos, I can play a Gurmag Angler, right? Yeah, the Panera breakfast is kind of mediocre. I agree. I eat their lunch options. Generally. 40 years is modern in the UK. Mine could have an AARP card, yep. We also like, when Christy and I like, our needs as like what we want in a house is like people have like changed since like when we bought this house 5 years ago and now. You want to tick different boxes than we were looking to tick last time? So, I'm going to play this Gurmag Angler pre-combat. So that way, if my opponent wants to Cryptic Command me, they have to counter tap instead of counter draw. And if they counter draw, I kill them with Temur Battle Rage on the Death Shadow. If you play it post-combat, don't you slap them for 7? No, they probably cracked the engineered explosives, I'd assume. I don't know, I feel like this game's kind of slipped away from me. Not die to a lightning bolt. All right, well, we've got Fish, Temur Battle Rage, Stubborn Denial. So let's not get combo killed and they're hopefully dead next turn. Go in. Do 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 do. All right, Angle. That was easier than expected. How are we doing, folks? Welcome. Good morning. Hope everyone's having a great Wednesday wherever you're at in the world. Happy day before Turkey Day in the United States. Happy Wednesday to everywhere else. I appreciate you stopping by. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I stream full-time here on Twitch. I'm here playing Modern on Magic Online, and we play Standard on Magic Arena. I'm here 30, 40, 50 hours a week. If you enjoy my stuff, please consider subscribing to my channel. My subscribers are the people that keep me employed here full-time. I wouldn't be here day in and day out without their very wonderful support. By subscribing, you can also support my stuff by checking out some of my very wonderful sponsors. Harry's Razors would like to help you get that nice, close, clean shave using code Jeff Hoagland at bit.ly/HoagleShave. You could save $5 on your new order with them. And remember, just because you play the Degenerate decks doesn't mean you need to look like it. Cardsphere.com will love to help you turn your cards into other cards direct to the players. There's no haggling, and they just take a 1% fee off the top. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience using code Jeff12. You can save 12% on custom playmats, mouse pads, binders, and bags with them. You can upload your own custom artwork or choose from the wide range of custom artwork already on their website, such as my own Hoaglandia branded merchandise. Speaking of, I'd like to welcome everyone out there to Hoaglandia. Thanks for dropping by a little slice of the internet. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff online. I appreciate you choosing to spend your day here with us. Milksteak2, thank you very much for the brand new Prime support. I appreciate that. We're 1-1 with this Grixis Shadow Fiend deck. Let's head on into the third match here and see how it goes. Yeah, this is fine, right? It's got lands and mystery cards. I'll grab Watery Grave here and cast Serum Visions. I want to use my fetch lands ideally before I'm scrying with my cantrip, so that way if I'm putting cards in the bottom of my deck that I don't want, I'm less likely to shuffle them back in. I think I'm in for Street Wraith, right? Lets me get to Death Shadow sooner and lets me get to Gurmag sooner and just like accelerates both my threats. With the Manamorphose, can I actually play both of these next turn? Depending on what I draw, right? So, this is 3, 4, 5. So if I Morphose into a Street Wraith or a Morphose, I can play both. Awesome, Bonin. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, that card was really good in that league, so I'm not super surprised to hear that that's the result. So this gives them the opportunity to path my Gurmag Angler, but then like we have a Death Shadow to follow it up, so it's like not really a big deal. Oh, I'm getting to untap. Well, that's good for me. Okie-doke. Sure. Sure. They're dead, Dismember, Battle Rage next turn, right? Yeah, tokens actually aren't that bad for this deck. Like we're on 4 Battle Rage. You take a little info with me on the way out the door. My Death Shadow is very angry. You won't like him when he's angry, opponent. Gobble, gobble. Have I played Artifact yet? Alright, so Artful Dodge and Stubborn Denial sound great. Inquisition. Lightning Bolt Dismember a little bit less good. Seems fine. Seems fine. Okie doke. Okie doke. Okie dokie artichoke. Alright, give Poppy another Street Wraith. Turn 1 for shadows. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. The boot! A boot! Thank you for the 3-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me employed here. Thanks for shipping your Bezo bucks this way again this month. All about the base. Boot the base. Boop boo doo. Boo doo 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 doo. Doo doo doo. Doo doo doo. The boot has earned a boot. Thanks for putting your boots on the ground in Hoaglandia. The decks that are listed in my stream title are decks that I have yet to play still. For people that are newer to the stream. So, if something is listed in my stream title, that's not something you've missed. That's something that has yet to come up. Grab a Steam Vents here, play Kiln Fiend. If they have a Collective Brutality next turn, I could be in a little bit of trouble. Sound the alarm! Sound the alarm! Twitch Prime does not auto resub. If you look at your sub thing, it should tell you when it's up to renew. So next turn, I can fetch probably a mountain and then play a shadow and a fiend. Could also just dub Shadow. Dub Shadow's kind of appealing. Came for the Tron in the beginning, stayed for the memes. Tron Playa, thank you for the 5 months. Welcome back. So shipping your Bezo bucks this way again this month. Woodpecker Painting, thank you for the Prime support. Welcome, welcome. Cardinal, look at that Twitch Prime sub train. Thank you, folks. I know there's a lot of great people that make stuff on Twitch. Thanks for throwing those my way this month. Alright, so what are they getting black mana for here? At the cost of putting themselves this far behind? Hopefully something that I can give a big fat stubby D to. Oh, Trip White. Okay, yeah, let's just... I'm gonna elect to use my no button on this one. The Water Cat, thanks for re-upping for the second month in a row. Welcome back. They're pretty far off of doing anything too scary here. All right, so we're looking to be angry next turn, I think. Do I have custom playmats from Inked? I do. I have like a half a dozen of them, actually. They sent me some as samples when I originally took them on as a sponsor, and then they also, what's the word that I'm searching for? I've also bought a couple from them, because, like, I have a couple of the Hooglandia branded ones. Looking for some battle rage, battle rage, battle rage. Looking for some battle rage. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Looking for some battle rage. Do 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 do. The Bronze Subliga. Thank you for the tip. Let me pull up my dashboard. I've done it a few times on top of my tier 2 sub and never asked for anything. It's my birthday on Monday, and I'd like to know if you could brew around Thran Temporal Gateway in Modern or Sim. I don't know what that card does. I will. Can you DM me on Twitch or Discord or Twitter, Bronze, with a reminder to look into that? Because it's gonna be a long day for me here, and I know I'm gonna forget. All right, so they have to block both of these, or I kill them, right? Because of the fetch land. And now, I don't want to fetch, because if I fetch, I die to Intangible Virtue, or something giving both their spirits plus power. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pass here. Do you know the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man? Do you know the Muffin Man? Yeah, well, she's married to the Muffin Man. What will the sweet modern meme be? You'll have to tune in next Wednesday to find out. I don't even know yet. Figuring out, and Carmenova, thank you for the 13 months. Welcome back. That's finding out the sweet modern meme is something for future Jeff to figure out. Can you play a whole league in that voice? Oh no! That sounds like it might hurt my throat. People always say, why are you yelling, Jeff? Normally Jeff doesn't yell, but talking like this makes Jeff Void hurt a little bit, so probably not a whole league. See, it could be anything, chat. We've got a bunch of mystery cards. In the beginning, the Tron lands were created. This made a lot of people very angry and has widely been regarded as a bad move. What's going on, Ribbon? Thanks for the 7 months. Shrek's a classic. I wonder if we can beat Slippery Bogle with this deck. I feel like for normal Shadow, this matchup's like super rancid, but for this build of Shadow, we might actually have a chance. Take a chance on me. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I already have a TBR. I'm looking for another Black Source so I can go double Shadow next turn. Ah, Shrek. That was like the movie of my childhood. Come at me, slippery boy. Black Source. Heyo! Heyo! That's pretty good. Shrek came out in 2001. Yeah, I was 10 in 2001. 10 is a child. 10-year-olds are children. I'd argue most 18-year-olds are children. Alright, so do I Thoughtseize them? Can I beat a Daybreak Coronet? I think I can, right? I think I can. 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 So if they I think I'm just gonna go Shadow here. And the shadow of the day. Do, 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 do. Think Innocent Blood could ever become modern legal? I have no idea. Yeah, I'm not actually an angry old man. I just play one on television. This Rancor is the worst case scenario here for us. Second Bogle is fine. Wow, rude. Invisible Stalker, the main deck. Okay, so I can make these 9/9s. So I get to force a trade here, right? I've been on the other side of this board before. Just the, well, can never beat a Temur battle rage. No, you cannot, sir or madam. No, you cannot. I'm 27. Thank you very much. I have a January birthday. Despite all the rage, he is still just a shadow in a cage. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right, I think this is an Artful Dodge matchup. Just like get in, get out, get on with life. This is some hot technology in this sideboard. Just like and really the artwork in this is kind of, I don't really know what's happening here or what this thing is, but it's definitely very artful. I like Artifact so far. I don't know that Artifact is going to be a good game for content, but I'm probably going to play it a good bit. I find the game interesting. It's very different from other card games. It really clicked for me when someone was like, Artifact isn't a card game, it's a strategy game that you play with cards, if that makes sense. It's very, the way the games play out is very, very different from a lot of other things. I should have fetched a red source here, so I could have fetched a basic here, potentially. Path to Exile. So, I could hope to get lucky and, like, take the Rancor and hope they never draw another thing, but that's incredibly greedy, so I'm going to leave them the Rancor and take the card that kills me. I don't think I'm going to stream any more Artifact until it releases and there's a marketplace, though, because I really just want to play Constructed like I do in every other game. And it seems like playing Constructed is going to be hard with just opening packs at random. These stubs looking kind of awkward. All right, game 3. Onward, upward, backward, forward. I mean, turn 1 Thoughtseize on the place, pretty good in this matchup. He says his opponent puts Leyline of Sanctity into play. Welcome to Modern. Welcome to Modern. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Beep beep do do. Beep beep do. Nice interactive deck, idiot. Enjoy your stay. I'll keep the second one of those. Shot to the heart. And you're to blame, darling, you give modern a bad name. Do 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 do. God, that song was so popular when I was mixing cover bands back during undergrad. Just everywhere. That song was just everywhere. Every bad bar cover band in every dive hole ever was playing that song at some point. I'm confused why he didn't take Rancor first, since their next turn was turn 2 and they couldn't have played Daybreak Coronet. Because I kind of wanted to take the Path to Exile too, because like the Path also is bad for me. I guess I'll get an extra blue here since I already have double black. Wow, they don't have anything going on. That's really good for us. Zerim's mother, thank you for loading that up and sending that prime this way. I appreciate that. Awkward. So I can Thoughtseize myself to net a mana. The problem is it shows my opponent my hand, but I really don't want to play Gurmag Angler this turn without Stubborn Denial up. Yeah, it's Thoughtseize my Thoughtseize to get 6 cards in my bin, and then we'll delve with the Gurmag Angler. The other deck lists are buried in the queue. Well, one's actually not in the queue. I have to add it yet. Spirit Mantle. How about a big old cup of nope? Bottoms up, chat. Bottoms up. Yeah, we're definitely just all in at this point. Maybe I'm supposed to keep the Gurmag Angler. Yeah, maybe that's wrong, and I'm supposed to keep the Gurmag Angler. thought I clicked their Bogle there by mistake. Had a moment of moto lag and my heart beat. Do 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 beep 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 do do. I mean, if they had a Path to Exile, they would have just pathed me, right? So this means they're dead. Having 4 Battle Rages is great. My friend. That was sweet. That was pretty good. Pretty quick 3-1. Guaranteed to be a real modern deck, possibly make some justies. We lost to Black Green Rock. We Thoughtseized them in the second game, and their hand was Tarmogoyf, Fatal Push, Trophy, Liliana, Maelstrom Pulse, and a second land that was just like, well, we're done here. Yeah, since they're on Bogles. In my experience interacting with a lot of modern players, it's people that play the most obnoxious deck that often get the most upset at other obnoxious decks. It's like, when you're playing Bogles, you're not allowed to get upset that you got Troned or, like, Stormed. Like, you're part of the problem. Get out of here. I could never find my anglers. They're just commons. You can buy more of them. That seems great. Turn 1, take your thoughts away. Turn 2, stick a monster. It's the Saffron Olive thing again. Could just be traditional bots as well. This hand is less good against a deck full of basic mountains. Yeah. Alright, it's a good pickup. All right, well, the tank is empty. See how kind the top of their deck is here. Drew another Vault Scourge, looks like. Deal. We are equipped to race that. Sure. Please keep in mind the rules of the chat. If you would like to tell me I'm wrong, I always love to learn why I'm wrong. I'm often wrong. Just ask my wife. But if you want to tell me I'm wrong, you have to include the whys. You have to say, Jeff, this isn't the deck you're talking about because, and then, you know, explain yourself, articulate, share with the class. Kill me. Am I dead yet? Am I dead yet? You have to imagine this match is pretty bad for us. Jeff, you're wrong. Have some money. You could do that too. You can tell me I'm wrong with no defense, but you gotta give me some money with it. I probably want all my stubs here, right? Trim some of my discard spells. I think so. Let's do this. I don't know. I don't know if this is right. Playing one of the most difficult things when playing the Death Shadow decks in general is exactly how you're supposed to approach the aggressive matchups, especially the aggressive matchups where they have reach. It's kind of a balancing act, and not one that I have a terribly large amount of experience in. That scene just doesn't do enough. Hunter Hunter, if you go to my YouTube channel and search for Temur decks, you will find probably a dozen or more iterations of Temur decks that have wound up on the cutting room floor. Temur doesn't have, basically, in order to play a fair deck in Modern, a deck that is not trying to win the game by turn 3, in order for that to be a viable strategy to, like, have the game go into the mid game, the counter spells just really aren't good enough. You need 1-mana discard spells to play fair in Modern because the format is so brutal and efficient and degenerate outside of the other people playing fair. Decks like blue-white control make up for that not having discard spells a small bit by giving themselves access to the card Terminus, because Terminus is an incredibly unfair card. But in general, fair decks without discard spells really struggle in Modern. Yeah, I agree, JW. I'd be pretty surprised this matchup was anything other than terrible for us. You just like put both my threats into play here and cross my fingers. Jeskai and Hallowed Fountain decks in Modern, in my opinion, are the #1 for decks that people play that are actually terrible. People register those decks constantly, and in my opinion, the power level of what they have is just not worthwhile. Just not beating the Such Champion and stuff. Alright, we have the 3-2. It's not terrible. These leagues are clipping along at a good pace. I like good aggressive decks. Got a couple of 3-2s back to back. Feels Modern, man. Thoughts on this specific configuration of Shadow with the Kiln Fiends? I don't know if these Kiln Fiends are good, but I have really liked having a pile of Battle Rages in this deck. I really think that, like, you know, just talking about, like, how brutal Modern is and, like, how good it is to have just, like, this proactive game plan. Like, just having 4 Temur Battle Rages to just, like, steal games out of nowhere is just quite fantastic, and I really liked that aspect of it. One of the things that Kiln Fiend does with this deck that I'm not sure if I'm a fan of, excuse me, is one of the upsides that traditional Grixis Death Shadow has over other decks that are kind of aggressive is that traditional Grixis Shadow gets to basically blank cards like Culligan's Command and Lightning Bolt and Lightning Helix as removal spells because their threats are all rather beefy, and Kiln Fiend adds this kind of fragile card into the mix. I also had a number of games in that league where the Stubborn Denials alongside Kiln Fiend were kind of awkward. Like, if Stubborn Denial had just been something that I could play, I would have been able to, like, have my Kiln Fiends be better off, but instead I had this reactive card sitting in my hand that I couldn't use to trigger my Kiln Fiend. So I think the Stubborn Denials are good, but I'm not sure if I like Kiln Fiend and this archetype in general. So I kind of feel like that while leaning into more Battle Rages in this style of deck is fine, I'm not sure that I like the inclusion of Kiln Fiend as opposed to just, like, you know, playing more Delve threats is basically what it will come down to. All right, what are we doing next? I need to push some stuff around. We had to cut the line for Temur Kiki Evolution. So I'm planning to do Temur Kiki and Cobra Thar. Cobra Thar deck list isn't there because I built it this morning. So here's the Cobra Thar deck list. I'll put that up on screen for people for a hot second while I go grab the Kiki list. It's like a Jund deck with a ramp sub